I studied Japanese for an embarrassingly long amount of time, so I want to tell you these 3 things I wish I knew earlier. Hopefully you don't have to make the same mistakes as me. Guess I will just go with the flow of my notes if I look over there. I'm a streamer boy, not a YouTuber, but I'll try my best. So, hello, my name is Abby. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video. Pretty much making this video because I'm mad that it took me this long to realize these things. So I figured what better way to share it with other people than to make
a YouTube video, right?
So this channel, I want to use it for sharing my knowledge, studying Japanese, and hopefully documenting more of studying Japanese. I want to take it seriously now and hopefully living in Japan. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe to the channel. So I did Japanese as my second major in my bachelor degree. I pretty much chose Japanese because I wanted to run away from my first major. But anyways, I want to preface this video by saying the things that I learned in this video are not things that I realized from my major. These are things that I just realized while self-studying. So if you're self-studying as well, you got this, because we got this. I was just genuinely curious about how to finally become fluent in Japanese, because all those years that I spent studying at school, at university, it kind of didn't do anything. It taught me how to hack the school system so that I could get good grades. And what's the point of having good grades if you can't actually speak the language? I would rather be able to speak the language and fail. So now I have this qualification and I can't even use the language. It's kind of embarrassing. So that's why I don't really tell people that I have this degree. Let's just jump into the video. So the first thing is, don't be too shy. I know this is a hard one, especially if you are generally shy. I'm shy too, especially when I was a little kid. When I started learning Japanese, I was 13 years old, and I would go into my little tutoring center. Every week I would have the chance to speak with the teachers, but I was so shy that I would always try to skip it. So I had basically free speaking lessons every week, and then I would make some excuse or I'd lie and be yeah, I already did the speaking part, which is so stupid. I wish I could take that back, you know? People aren't judging you as much as you think. Especially when you're younger, you may think that other people are just judging you because you're making mistakes, but it's literally a new language. Of course you're going to make mistakes. If you're not making mistakes, then that's kind of weird. You should be leveling up, right? If anything, native speakers are honored that you're learning their language. Also, teachers, they are there to help you to correct your mistakes. There is no point in being scared to make mistakes in front of them, so please don't be like me. Next one is to immerse more. What does immerse more mean? Just think about the things that you do in your daily life in your own native language. So when you get home from school, you're watching TV, or you listen to music, you go on YouTube, you watch Netflix, whatever, you do it all in English, and you could be doing it in your target language. So if you're trying to learn Japanese, just try to incorporate as much as you can in Japanese, even if you don't understand it, because gradually you will. I didn't know this at the beginning, and I think the main reason is because I didn't have a goal. The reason why I started learning Japanese, I don't really know. I had relatives in Japan, and so I was interested at a young age because of that, but I didn't have a goal. I want to be able to understand anime, or I want to be able to make Japanese friends. And so my study was kind of misguided. There are so many ways that you can immerse. I'm telling you now, if you're just starting, you need to immerse more. Third one is pitch accent exists. What is pitch accent, you might ask? I never asked this question because I didn't know it was a thing. I studied Japanese for years and years and years, and I didn't know that pitch accent was a thing, which is ridiculous because I have had native Japanese people teach me Japanese. I've had legit Japanese teachers before, and they didn't mention this word pitch accent ever. So I never looked into it until I found Dogen. Basically, in the Japanese language, there are pitches, there are highs and lows in the language, whereas in English, there are accents. Hello, there's an accent on the second syllable. That's an accent language, is it called that? You don't have to say hello, you can say hello, hello. It doesn't really make a difference. But in Japanese, it does make a difference. Well, if you say the word for Japan in Japanese, it's Nihon. Nihon. Anyway, if this is starting to get too technical, basically, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you have to know about the concept of pitch accent. If you don't care about sounding like a native, then it doesn't matter. But to me, it doesn't really make sense if you want to learn a language and you don't care about sounding like a native. But you want to study all these things, and in the end, you want to come out sounding like a foreigner. I don't know. That's super unnatural and not for me. I've been speaking this whole language wrong for years, and if you want to see a journey of me fixing my pitch accent, then watch this video. I don't even know where end screens go. Yeah, watch the video, and I guess this is the end of this one. See you in the next one.